G'day guys, Troy here from FM Scout. Today we're going to continue on looking at some more obscure player roles in Football Manager 2017, and today we have the Trequartista. But as always, I'd just like to invite you all over to my personal channel, FM Live. On the channel I have a whole heap of tips and tricks, so go there, check it out. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Okay, so let's kick it off with the description of the role. So the Trequartista can operate in the attacking midfield or centre forward position. I'm going to have a look at him in a centre forward position. It was commented on a previous video to have a look at him as a striker role. So we'll do that today. So while similar to the advanced playmaker in that he aims to drop into holes between the opposition midfield and defence, the Trequartista does far less defensively and simply drifts around looking for space when the team is not in possession. As such, the rest of the team needs to carry him when defending, but use him as the main outlet when attacking. The Trequartista is only available, of course, in the attack duty. Moving over to the important attributes for the Trequartista, and we'll start off as always with technical attributes. So we need finishing, first touch, passing, and technique. So mainly in the striker role, you do need that finishing. When you will see some of the gameplay, he does drift, he does drop deep to receive the ball, moving in and out. Very similar to the enganche that I did not too long ago. He will look for the ball and he'll move around a fair bit. He also moves out to the wings if needed, just wherever there's space available for him to receive the pass. He doesn't give off short kind of passing, and we'll get into that when we get into some gameplay. So that's why he needs that passing, that technique, and also that first touch. With the mental attributes needed, so he needs anticipation, composure, decisions, flair off the ball, and vision. And lastly, we finish off physically. He doesn't need too much, so once again, it's a role for an older player. I think a lot of these obscure roles are in the game or there for older players, which is good. You know, you got to utilize some of the older players. So he just needs to be agile, so he needs a little bit of agility. Moving over to the play instructions for the role, and we'll have a look at when opposition has the ball. As you've seen in the description, he doesn't do too much defending, so he's down for closing down much less, and he will ease off tackles. So he's not gonna press the defense or the goalkeeper or anything like that. So he just sits in that pocket, just waiting to receive the ball. So don't look him to do any of that. When the team has the ball, what he'll do, he won't look to get further forward. He'll move into channels, and he'll also roam from position. When the player has the ball, he'll look for just the stock standard shorter passing. Dribbling, he'll dribble more. He hasn't got any shooting instructions on, and passing he'll pull off more risky passes. Now my suggestions for putting on some play instructions and adding to the list. There's a lot there that's chosen, so there's not too many options there you can choose from. You can hold up the ball or you can shoot more often. If you've got a good striker or a good attacker like I have on my save, I'd probably put on shoot more often. If you've got a player, or if it depends on your tactic, if he's a lone striker and you use him as a Trequartista, or he's in the attacking midfielder role, I would hold up the ball. I think it works well, and because he's got that more risky passes, he will hold up the ball and pick that right pass. He won't rush his passes. So that's my two suggestions, and that's pretty much everything you've got there loaded. I wouldn't, he doesn't need to mark tighter. That's fine. We'll leave that off. So that's my only two suggestions, and there's not too much to choose from. If you are playing with an attacking midfielder, I probably would just leave his shooting as standard. So whenever he sees fit. Okay, so let's have a look at the tactic in defense and attack. In defense, you can pretty much just take him off the pitch. He doesn't do anything. In attack, what he does do is he moves a fair bit, roam from position and move in the channels. So he will look to move into channels to get past the defense, and also look to receive the ball in front of the defense. So playing in extra attackers. For the tactic, I probably wouldn't recommend putting him in on a lone striker unless you have some attacking players that's looking to get past the Trequartista. So that's probably a suggestion that I would make for the role, because I do think he does move into the channel, not move in the channels. I think he does roam from position, but he kind of gets into areas that aren't really attacking and doesn't give him a goal scoring opportunity. Unless you, as I said, if you've got maybe some inside forwards that are getting into the box, or some attacking midfielders midfielders that are really going to push it. On this tactic here, we've got Enganche, and if you watch the video before, he doesn't really get into the box. What he does is just hold this area in here and try to pick off passes and pick them off fairly fast. So it's probably, this tactic here is probably not the best. I did set up another tactic which works quite well. If you've got another attacker, even as an advanced forward or as a poacher, and they work quite well together. I've got Enganche there as well doing the same kind of job, but I've noticed this tactic works a fair lot better because you've got the Trequartista dropping a little bit deeper, moving into channels, and you've got the advanced forward trying to break the line, so he can pick a pass, and he normally does work well together with this kind of formation. So I do recommend Trequartista to be playing with another striker or an attacking midfielder that's going to break in and get past the Trequartista into the box. Okay, first highlight I'll show you is when we're probably on a counter-attack or we're just building up play from the back. So Dami has just tackled the number 25 and put it into Mkhitaryan. You watch the play in focus here is Ibra, and as we play it forward and we'll see what actually happens, he moves all the way out to the wing, so roaming from position, especially it's just to receive a ball or pull players out of position. He will get the ball in a second as it goes into Darmin and then over to Ibra. What happens from them, he puts the ball back straight away to Mkhitaryan, and then he tries to move into a channel just to be that option there. Doesn't come off, so I think there was too many players that were there just marking him, and he's not very fast. He's pretty decent, but he's not very fast, so he didn't get there in the end. Yeah, and that's what he does. Just he moves into channels, which is good for attacking when he's attacking the line, and also roaming from position, looking to get the ball in different areas and create a bit of space. Okay, another highlight when we're just about to enter into their half and we're looking to go on the attack. So Pogba has the ball and you watch Ibrahimovic. If he's an advanced forward, maybe a poacher, he's just going to sit in this hole because that's perfect for him. He's going to move into its channel. But as a Trequartista, just watch him and what he does. He'll move for Pogba out on the wing there, or not on the wing, but he moves out to the left or the right, whatever, and the ball gets pulled in, so pulling away the number 15, making a little bit of space for himself. He dribbles past, gives it to Herrera, and what he does after that is find a channel in here. So he moves into that channel ready, but Mata didn't pick him out, which was probably the better pass, but he probably just not an opportunity there for him to turn and pass the ball off. So that perfect if you want someone that's going to roam, pick up the ball, pass it off, and then move into a channel. So it's perfect for that kind of scenario. But as I said before, it's good if you got two in the attack, because if that kind of happened, you have Ibrahimovic moving into a channel, maybe drawing a player away from another attacker that's already sitting there, maybe in a poacher role or the advanced forward. Okay, that's it for the gameplay, and having a look at a player that can suit the role is this guy. Relatively unknown, and if you've got a spare 350 mil in the bank, you might be able to pick him up on the cheap. Lionel Messi. The other player that maybe you can get that is very good is Dybala. So yeah, both very good players. Dybala is more of a realistic transfer, which you can get, which I'll probably just show you his attributes now. Obviously not as good as Messi's. When this wants to load up, why has Football Manager got slow loading times when it comes to scouts anyway? So Dybala there, very good player at 23 years of age as well. He can develop. He's got, let me put it on Trequartista, he's got very good first touch, good passing, good technique, a bit of flair as well, very agile. So I think he'll be a perfect player if you want to pick up someone for that role. Alright guys, I'll leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give us a like. If you know of a Trequartista that is better than Messi, I dare you, put it in the comments below, and hopefully you don't get too much backlash. My favourite of all time Trequartista would have to be Roberto Baggio, my favourite player of all time. He played the role very well. Alright, well that's pretty much nearing the end of the series. I think we've got the White Target Man coming up next. If there's any other roles that you want to know about, yeah, shoot me up in the comments below, and then I'll try to get to them if it's a role that I think that a lot of people don't know about. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.